go, babe. Tell me where you wanna go. Tell me when you wanna go, babe. Tell me where you wanna go. Tell me when you wanna go, babe. Tell me where you wanna go. Tell me when you wanna go, babe. Tell me when you wanna go. A sweet escape, a sweet escape, a sweet escape is on the way.
Okay, so let's get into these Geminis. Geminis are air signs and they are a mutable sign. So during this retrograde, Mercury is going retrograde in your 10th house right now, and your high vibes for Geminis are witty, clever, intellectual, fun, adaptable. Like, the Gemini is definitely a motherfucker you want to be like, come ride with me, like, because they coming. They're like, oh shit, I wasn't even dressed, but they are in the forefront. They coming with you. And I always fuck with Geminis because of that. They're not the type of person you gotta call twice. They own it. They love to learn. They are very, very, very psychosexual people. They are very intellectual people. They are definitely people that will tell you about yourself in an intelligent way. Like, they're not the type of person to just rant about shit. If they talking, 9 times out of 10 they know what they talking about. So let's just cut the fat off that. They're versatile, very free-spirited, and inquisitive. Of course, inquisitiveness is just a piggyback off of being very intellectual, because to be inquisitive you have to want to learn and want to know. I'm sorry, I gotta do it, Geminis, but your low vibe in this retrograde is flaky, immature, lack of empathy, superficial, judgy, two-faced. I'm pretty sure that's not the first time we've heard that shit though, so take it with a grain of salt. Gossipy, moody, sarcastic, and unreliable. So, not to spend too much time on your low vibes, but if you have been feeling like those are some attributes that you possess, I would advise you to meditate, read, get into your chakras, and really figure that shit out and align that, but that's for a different video. So, as I stated before, Mercury is going retrograde in your 10th house. The 10th house represents career, long-term goals, structure, status, reputation, public image, masculinity, men, fathers, experts, and fame. So let's get into it, Geminis. I feel like during this time, you guys have really been thinking about structure in your life. If you have too much, if you have too little structure, this is and what is the balance for you? You are very focused mentally on literally all the 10th house is bringing to the forefront with you. Because structure is in the forefront of this Mercury retrograde for you, you will definitely worry about your reputation more than normally, and how or what people are perceiving about you and how they feel about you. Like, the 10th house activation is really going to make you feel like heighten your senses about you and how people are perceiving you. It's definitely going to make you think double times about like how people feel about you. You are during this time in Gemini, you are going to feel this retrograde at its most heightened sense, because Geminis are ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is the planet of communication. So if your communication has been off or fucked up, now you know it's the retrograde for sure. Mercury rules Geminis, so this Mercury retrograde is damn near all about you. You will be feeling very confused about your life and how you want to get to the top and stay there. But because Mercury rules communication, a lot of dysfunction within yourself will be in the forefront of this retrograde. During this 10th house activation, you will be most likely trying to rewrite your story, meaning how people see you and perceive you. Gemini, you will be recreating oneself to match how you feel and how you really want to be within yourself. You really won't be, you'll feel that people are perceiving you a certain way, but to bring it all full circle for you, Gemini, you will only give about how you feel. You'll be like, damn, I feel how they feel towards me, but you will only really be working towards self-love, self-appreciation, self-structure, what else? Let's get into it, shall we? Self-status, self-reputation, self-career, self-long-term, everything. It's gonna all be heightened. All of this is going to be heightened, but including, bad communication and just being not equal to certain things. Maybe you might be like having disagreements with like your boss at work, or in your love relationship. Communication might just be like so flustered that you are like thinking about letting go, or staying together. Hang in there. The retrograde is over on the 10th, and communication should be or will be restored back into those relationships. If you guys would like to know what to stay away from this retrograde, I'm gonna say a little bit here, and then if you would like to know more, go to my Instagram on my highlights, and all of this homework that I'm giving you and all more information that I will be giving you will all be on my Instagram, so you can do your own homework, you can journal, you can record, you can screenshot, you can pass on these lessons to your other friends. Everything that you want to know that I'm talking about in this video, you can look at on my Instagram. So what to stay away from this retrograde, Gemini, is Mercury is your ruler. So with this retrograde, your whole world is thrown off. But on a positive note, you are a mutable sign, which means you are a sign who is adaptable to change. So what you need to stay away from is people who aren't trying to change, people who are stagnant in who they are. If you are trying to truck along because you guys are already forefront people, you need to stay away from motherfuckers who are trying to be in the same space, the same spot. If they are not trucking along and they are not trying to reach that elevation of life, stay away from them motherfuckers, period. They're not going to help you. They're not going to heighten you. They're only going to take from you, Gemini, and you really, really, really need to be fearful of those motherfuckers, period. Be prepared for your socials to be lonely though, because since you will be doing all this footwork for yourself, I don't really sense and feel that you guys will be putting a lot of energy into social media because it will take away from your self-work. If you do be on social media, it's definitely not going to be at a heightened sense like it was before. Your card that I pulled for your reading was Inner Temple, Devotion, Tune into the Portal of Your Heart. It's an oracle card. I will have this card on my Instagram for you and all the information about this card, but I think this is a perfect card to be pulled for you guys right now, because the inner is really what you guys are focusing on. Inner communication, inner light, inner being, inner reputation, everything that you want to be heightened in your life, it's going to come from your inner temple light. If you don't have this inner temple light, like I told you before, the people around you are just going to suck that out of you, and you're going to leave this retrograde really, really, really feeling empty. And we don't want that for you, Gemini. We do not want that for you, Gemini. We want your ass to be on the top. Okay? So, if you guys want to know what you guys should be avoiding during this retrograde, Gemini, definitely go, like I said, to my highlights on my Instagram, THEEFASHIONMUVA. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Hopefully I know how to do that shit. So yeah.
Maybe a touch of love, okay, just maybe a touch of love will bring this back together.